in today's vlog, I want to outline my sort of training strategy for this sub 32 minute 10k attempt. Finally, my legs are back. It's 3 days since the Chelmsford half marathon. My legs are really beat up after that race. Must have pushed on pretty hard. My calves have been really sore for the last few days, but been rolling, massaging, and finally they feel like they're coming back. This morning I'm out in the Rebel V2s, one of my favourite shoes of this year. I'm going to be taking them probably about 20k today, nice and easy pace just to get those legs ticking over. Also planning to do a shoe battle between the Rebel V2 and the Nike Zoom Fly 4, so that'll be coming in the next few days. Let me know what categories should I compare. So I'm thinking price, performance, comfort. What else should I put in the shoe battle between the two shoes? So we're into October now, which means the weather's started to cool down a bit. I've brought the long sleeve shirts out. I always like to run in shorts until about 2 or 3 degrees, but when it gets in the single digits, so 10 degrees and below, I like to wear the long sleeve tops. Just keep you nice and warm, protect you a little bit from the wind. So yeah, what is next? My next race is in 6 weeks time now. My next sort of A race, if you like. It's the Essex Road 10,000 metre, or 10k sorry, championship, which is also taking place in Chelmsford. So that is my next main race, which is now in 6 weeks time. So today I thought I'd share with you the goal for that race and my training in the next 6 weeks leading up to that race. I've also got some cross-country races coming up which I'm looking forward to. I think the first one is on the 30th of October. I haven't done a cross-country race since I was probably 13, 14 years old at the Essex schools. So yeah, that's another race to look forward to in about 25, 26 days time. So I've got to get some cross-country legs. Going to be working a lot on the hills, strengthen the gym, and overall just building that mileage back up for my winter training now, ready to hit the spring next year with hopefully some good form. So today is actually quite a monumental day for me as well. It's just a Wednesday, but usually I work from Wednesday to Saturday as a chef, but I've recently given it up, and today's the first day I would have been back to work, but I'm not. I'm out here running, doing what I love, making videos. I've made the sort of leap now into making YouTube videos, content, all running related stuff, full time now, so I can finally focus on my training, hopefully hit my goals and make a lot more content on the channel, which I'm looking forward to. Hello. Where's your toy? Where's your toy? So I'm back for my run this morning, 20.59 kilometres at 4:25 pace. I captioned it, legs coming back, and finally breathe through my nose. All my training you can follow on Strava.
yeah, finally I can feel that the cold has sort of eased off. After the last 10 days, all my sort of training, my heart rate's been elevated, but today it was finally back where it should be for an easy run, around 140 beats per minute. In today's vlog, I want to outline my sort of training strategy for this sub 32 minute 10k attempt. So I've just spent the last hour creating a training plan for the next 6 weeks. These are the days along the top, so we've got Monday through to Sunday, and then down the side we've got week 1. I missed a column, so we've got week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5 and week 6, which is race week. And here in the circles there you've got my A race, which is the 10k I was talking about, on the 21st of November. And we've got another circle here, which is my B race, which is a cross-country race on the 30th of October. So there's my 2 races in the next 6 weeks. A lot of people ask questions about how I like to train. Do I have a training plan? I do run with the Chelmsford Athletics Club, so I have my own coach who sets me 2 sort of workouts a week on both a Tuesday and Thursday. So I've sort of based my training around that, so I can fit it in with going to my club training. So I've also based it on this plan here that I wrote, I think it was in January or February at the start of the year. And this is the training plan. It's a 4-week training plan that I used to break 16 minutes for the 5k. I ran 15:47 after this 4-week training plan. So I've based my new training plan, the 32-minute 10k plan, on this 16-minute 5k plan that I wrote for myself back in, yeah, I think it was around February last year. So I'm going to attempt to try and talk you through this rather confusing training plan. It's 100% based on my experience and what works for me. So this may not necessarily work for you. I will say it's quite a high mileage training plan. I prefer to work towards sort of the aerobic side, so around 80% of my runs a week are aerobic. So let's start with the mileage. Week 1 is 120 kilometers, week 2 130 kilometers, week 3 130 kilometers, week 4 is 140 kilometers, which is where the training peaks. That's my peak, so week 4 is the highest mileage of all the weeks, and then we start sort of tapering down into race week, which is week 6. And week 5 we have 120 kilometers, and then on race week itself we cut the mileage from week 5 completely in half to 60 kilometers. So sort of building up that roller coaster, as Seth James Moore likes to call it, peaking at 140 kilometers. So we're going to spend 2 weeks at 130, 1 week at 140, and then we're going to drop 120, 100 into 60 into the race week. Let me talk about the structure of this training plan. These little areas here that I've shaded in green, on Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. So these are my hard training days. So I have 3 hard training days a week and 4 easy days a week. But these hard days are slightly different. So I'm not going to break down the complete training plan because I'd be here for literally an hour, but I'm going to talk you through the hard days quickly. So on Tuesdays is a threshold day. So for me, around 5 to 8 kilometers of threshold work, around race pace, if not a little bit faster than my race pace. So for the 32-minute attempt, I'll need 3:12 per kilometer. So all of this threshold work, so for example here we've got on the first week 16 by 400, second week 10 by 800. All of these threshold work on a Tuesday will be faster than my race pace, just to get my legs used to going faster, so on race day it doesn't feel too quick. Thursday is another hard day, but it's slightly different to Tuesday, and in the fact that Tuesday is a threshold, so really hard. Thursday is a tempo, which is slightly less hard than a threshold. It's the easiest way I can explain it. I will just say this is going to be a bit wordy, so apologies if you've switched off. It might not be for everyone, but yeah, I just want to talk you through my training process. So Thursday is the tempos, this green column here. On these days I like to do between 45 to 60 minutes at tempo. On to my third hard day of the week, which is one you're probably quite familiar with. It's just my long run day. So there it is on the Sundays. So my long run process, I like to train pretty hard on my long runs. So around 3:35 to 3:45 per kilometre is where I like to run my long runs, and that's probably about 20 seconds a kilometre slower than my half marathon pace. So that might give you some idea of how you want to be pacing your long runs. My biggest run in this 6-week training block is a 30k long run at around 3:35 to 3:45 pace. So yeah, that's pretty much my training. I'll leave it there so you can take a little screenshot if you need to. It's quite a complicated one, but quite simple at the same time, I like to think. So we have a threshold day, a tempo day, a long run day, and then 4 easy days throughout the week. So I don't actually have any rest days in there. I like to sometimes have a rest day sort of every 2 weeks. So I'm not too concerned if I maybe miss 1 or 2 days throughout this training process. I will just say on Saturdays I've accounted for the park run. So in Saturdays we have a double run day. So on the first park run is a 5k park run on Saturday mornings. They're really good fun. So I'm going to be doing lots of park runs. I've had this idea of sort of doing like a park run tour. So I'd love to know where I should do park runs. I'm thinking Bushy Park, Norwich is where my first ever park run was. Obviously Colchester is my hometown. We can sort of do park runs sort of as a group run, which would be wicked. So I'm aware that was a bit wordy. So if you have any questions about how I like to train, this 6-week training plan in particular, comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that one. Hope you got something from that to see how I like to train. I thought it could be quite interesting. So yeah, let me know if you found that interesting. Aspire to run and run to inspire, and we'll see you with another vlog soon. Goodbye.